We all know that CM Punk is one of the greatest pro wrestlers of all time. There's no question about his ability on the mic or in the ring. However, when it comes to his character as of late, a lot of people have been asking themselves, what is the development here and what's everyone's reason to care? Yes, when CM Punk returned to wrestling back in 2021, it was a love affair between him and wrestling fans. Everyone wanted to see him. Everyone wanted him to do the whole wave hello and cut nice promos about whatever town he's in. And it was a bit of a honeymoon phase with the CM Punk character. But now, some almost 3 years later, we're all coming to terms with the fact that the CM Punk character is a little boring. And Punk's antics and shenanigans outside of the ring notwithstanding, the reality is it is time for a drastic change in character for CM Punk. And by that I mean, it's time for CM Punk to turn heel. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. Why would you have CM Punk turn heel? He is arguably one of the most beloved, at least in WWE, baby faces there is. He gets one of the hottest reactions there is. And on top of that, he is currently involved in a storyline with Drew McIntyre that has him slotted as the babyface and Drew as the dastardly petty heel. Why in the world would CM Punk turn heel? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It's because CM Punk gets that type of reaction. No matter what happens to CM Punk, he is going to get a reaction from the crowd. He is going to be one of the most over people there is on the roster. It's just a question of making people care a little bit more about what he's doing. And the fact of the matter is, when you go back and look at Punk throughout his career, you could argue that he was at his best and brightest when he was a heel. Go back to his WWE Championship run in 2011 and 2012. Some of the best work throughout that run was the latter part when he was the heel, when he was the most hated guy in the company, doing the most hated things in the company, cutting some of the most epic promos the company had, and even go back to his time as part of the Straight Edge Society. That stuff in pro wrestling at the time was revolutionary. Combine all that with the fact that the pipe bomb really was a heel promo that counteracted what WWE intended to do and turned Punk into the biggest babyface in the company outside of John Cena. And you have a recipe for a guy who, no matter what he does as a heel, it gets over. Even during his last few months in All Elite Wrestling, you could see that Punk was alluding to the idea of turning heel. Through his haircut, the way he held that mic without the AEW logo, and the way he carried himself, calling himself the real world champion, having that swagger. It looked as if we were going to get that CM Punk heel run in AEW, and then of course Brawl In happens. None of that comes to fruition, and Punk eventually returns to WWE, where he once again had a bit of a honeymoon phase with the fan base. And with his current feud with Drew McIntyre, I think given the pettiness of where Drew is gone and the way he's attacked Punk online, I think there's room for Punk to do a little bit of the same. And that doesn't mean that in this specific feud he turns heel, but at a certain point, we need to have a heel CM Punk. And there's no better guy for CM Punk to turn heel against than the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. At this moment, Cody Rhodes himself is at a bit of a turning point with his character. Many fans right now are complaining that the Cody Rhodes character has not evolved ever since he won the belt at WrestleMania 40. He's been doing this thing with AJ Styles that is really good in the ring. However, as far as the storytelling piece, it's just not moving the needle. And if you want to talk about moving the needle, the one guy who can do that, and the one guy who can push Cody Rhodes, push this character, push this storyline, is CM Punk. There's so much history there to delve into. You have the fact that Cody, during his final promo in AEW, essentially called out CM Punk. All of the stuff that Punk talked about in his pipe bomb promo, all of the things that he had mentioned, like changing the industry, Cody Rhodes did that and then some. He helped start All Elite Wrestling. You can delve into that history. You can talk about how Cody Rhodes went to the main event of WrestleMania twice, came away with the WWE World Championship, while CM Punk to this day is still waiting for his WrestleMania main event that may never come. The resentment the anger, the jealousy that could be raging inside of Punk would be epic and could manifest itself into an all-time level heel run against one of WWE's all-time hottest baby faces. But I guess we'll see.